Hi there, everybody. My name is Eric Mans, and today I'll be talking about Winona's transportation system for Sustainability 420. So the purpose of this system is to get people and things from one area to another in a timely and safe manner. Today we'll be focusing on the movement of people for the purpose of this presentation, because trying to map out the movement of goods as well had me looking like Charlie from It's Always Sunny, working in the mailroom. So what are the elements of the system? Well, there's the individual users and their transportation modes, such as cars and bikes. There's also transportation infrastructure, such as roads, public parking lots, and cycling routes. We also have tax revenue and spending, and the total population's travel habits. The interconnection is the flow of people and goods throughout Winona. In larger and more complex transportation systems, real-time traffic data is used to manage flows of traffic through the manipulation of traffic light timings. So what are the problems this system has? Well, the reliance on vehicles funnels money out of local communities and towards national and international corporations. The initial purchase, insurance, and fuel, almost all of that money goes out of the community. It's also just generally expensive. The Bureau of Transportation Statistics reported an average cost of owning a car in America to be about $12,300 per year. You also have noise and air pollution, and a general erosion of community, as cars tend to separate us from our neighbors. There's also the personal health consequences, not just the sedentary lifestyle, but you also have more direct fatalities from crashes and 19 other injuries in 2025, according to Minnesota crash statistics. And here are the references for some of that data. So moving over to the actual model, we're going to start over here with Winona's population. You have the birth rate and the death rate influence how many people are living in Winona, but you also have migrations in the form of immigration coming in and emigration going out. One of the things that influences the immigration and emigration rates is how available and affordable the housing is. In cities such as Winona, where space is very limited, housing has to compete with vehicle parking. This is also influenced by the local tax rate, as many tax systems are set up to prioritize the building itself over the land that's underneath it, or how available the land is underneath it. So Winona's population engages in economic activity, and some of that economic activity is harvested as a tax rate. Local tax revenue is increased through that. That money is added together with non-local, such as state and federal tax revenue, through grants and other funding opportunities into a big bucket of money for public infrastructure. Winona's population adds together with visiting traffic, such as commuters and train passengers, into a large traveling population. This traveling population can be broken down into each individual's travel choice, which is influenced by a variety of factors. This includes how much stuff you have to be moving, how expensive it is, how safely you can use that mode of transportation, the ease of use for that mode of transportation, the outside weather and its interactions with that mode of transportation, and the cultural norms surrounding that transportation mode. As humans are incredibly habitual creatures, we tend to do the things that we've always done and our friends and family do, so that is a positive cycle. Each individual's travel choice can be aggregated into a population's travel habits. As we're all self-interested, we tend to engage civically to promote the use of our public money towards increasing the safety and ease of use of our preferred travel method. So the population travel habits is connected into the Winona's overall vehicle travel population, and the use and efficiency of which leads to some of those negative consequences such as CO2 emissions, noise, and crashes. So where can we improve? Well, one thing is that local tax rate. By increasing the tax rate to prioritize building of homes over parking lots, which are taxed at a much lower rate than housing. That could increase the density of our cities, which makes it much easier to bike and cycle around, lowering emissions and other crashes. Another area we can improve is civic engagement. Bikers and pedestrians tend to not be as engaged politically, and our voices are much less heard in City Hall. The other thing, there are other areas where we can improve in safety and ease of use, but that is, again, mostly done through local civic action. So that is Winona's transportation system. Thank you very much for watching, and have a fantastic day.